Hello, gamer! Oh, my mic is way too far away. Hold on. Forgot I don't have it in one spot anymore. I put it aside so it doesn't interfere with any of my stuff. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing better. If not good, then better than yesterday, I hope. Aw, man. Well then, I hope things will get better soon. Man. Hey, Myth's body, knock it off. Yeah, I'm okay. It was suffering time at work today again, but now I'm gonna play Final Fantasy, so it's better. Oh, is my thing? Yep, thing's working. So, let's get into it, because we have a dungeon to do today. Oh, before we get into it though, I had a little interesting quote from the audiobook I had been listening to. I also have it as a physical book. And since the... Whoa, ominous lightning. Since the Watcher told us that the flower is called Elpis, I had a little interesting quote that I didn't know. So this is from Pandora's Jar by Natalie Haynes. And it's this. Although Elpis is usually translated as hope, it doesn't quite mean that. Hope is intrinsically positive in English, but in Greek, and the same with the Latin equivalent space, it is not. Since it really means the anticipation of something good or bad, a more accurate translation would probably be expectation. Which I think is just super interesting, because I had only ever heard it be translated as hope. Yeah. So, I'll leave it up to you to decide which version this game is going with. I'm gonna do this with NPCs because you're welcome. It's one of my favorite books, so I'm always happy to talk about it.
I stand ever ready.
We're going to do this with NPCs with our little party that we've had so far, because fuck doing this with other people. Let's go. You stole at my DPS maniac. Ow. Run, run, run. They're so creepy. I hate them too. Oh look, Vritra. God save us. All hope is lost. Aye, they're transforming. Haha. Hey. Yeah, that little quote was in the first chapter where it's like talking about well, the titular Pandora's jar, which wasn't actually a box in the original myth.
My friends, heed me. These are children of Stavnir. Forgive me. I could do them no harm.
Oh man, redraft.
Gotcha!
I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's one of my favorite books. So I will just sing its praises whenever I get the opportunity.
You're mine!
It really is. Ooh, which one is that? A song for the wild build. Ooh. That sounds very interesting. Nice. Oh man, I wonder if there's an audiobook that I can get.
If this is the only way, I shall silence the beasts of the air. Pray continue onward.
Aww. Oh man. That does sound really good. I would like to listen or read that.
Gloves are off.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, what is it categorized under? Is it like just adult fiction, young adults? Fun.
Hold still.
Third level. Get your fluffy butt out the way. There was a kitty cat standing right in front of my screen. Ooh.
Gloves are off.
I love a monk who has no by me. My favorite kind of character. I know you do, because that was your character in my campaign. Aw. Yes, Estinian kill. Sounds very interesting. Hey, it's too late for us all. Well. Yeah, it's horror. You stand over at the ones that aren't talking. Ah! Get me out! I wasn't paying attention. Off to a good start. Well, whatever.
I will end this farce.
You underestimate me!
Get me out of there!
Allow me.
I had some other stuff I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. I always prepared some topics for dungeon, but other way, can I go other way, please? Nope, I can't. But that book sounds really interesting.
Allow me.
If I don't talk, I forget I'm screaming. Not really, but I do have my moments where I'm like, oh yeah, wait, I'm screaming. Ah!
The gloves are off. Away with you!
Yeah.
You're mine!
I'm
Something
parallel
special for
playing,
you.
you are parallel lying in bed.
What is this vile presence I sense?
Yucky, guys.
The horde draweth near. Be on your guard.
Ooh. Do you have some nice kitties?
Hold still.
I never got too much into that game, but I would like to maybe sometime.
You
Because it
underestimate
doesn't
me.
sound like it's too big of a daily commitment, unlike those apps that want you to log in every day and play for an hour.
This will hurt.
Your son tense, Justinian. I love the really fat cat. I love that one. Because it just looks so pleasant, you know? Yeah, I think the time when Neko Atsume got really popular and there were a lot of memes, I think that was the best time. Oh, this is fucked. You have to get away from here. What's wrong, Mother? It's hopeless, hopeless. What the fuck? And the hits start coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. Aye!
You underestimate me.
I love you, Cindy, and you don't need to say that every time.
Allow me.
Neither do you, Mr. Graha. Keep forgetting to press this button. Whatever.
I will not hold back.
Let me give my DPS goddess a card to help her out.
This will hurt.
I've been leveling tanks a little bit. Yeah, I got Paladin at 84. I like
Allow me.
Paladin just because it's, you know, the classic knight in shining armor with a sword and shield. And I just think Duashe looks very handsome in armor. It's actually the weakest of the tanks, but I find it very comfy. Yep. Raha, pull, please! Let's go, Guaha. Let's go.
This will hurt.
This is why I turn sound off whenever I'm leveling with trust.
Allow me.
Because after the 25th, this will hurt. I turn into the Joker.
You're mine. Hold still.
I will not hold back.
Second boss, buggers. Do you think Freud would have anything to say about this? Actually, I don't care what he thinks.
I will end this farce.
Hello? Welcome.
Hold still.
Fuck Freud. I know, you do. Water. Oh, it's an elephant! Look at that!
Hold still.
What the fuck, bro? Bad elephant. We do not love and support this elephant. Don't take my bubble, Estidian! Let me in.
Hold still.
Wow, what the fuck?
I will not hold back.
Something special for you. You underestimate me!
Come on, Estinian, I just want you to do
Hold
what
still.
you did in the last duty of 5.5, where he just puts his whole pussy into screaming. Let me
Allow me.
out! Let me out! It's that, but it's also the fact that I don't know what to say after that, so I just sing. After I just said something extremely unhinged. I never noticed before that boss was an elephant. That was kind of crazy. Actually, retroactively, that kind of freaks me out. Whoa, look at these! This shit reminds me of Journey. All the little flying squiddies. Go on, sick 'em, Graha. Oh yeah? Oh, myth. Have you ever seen a playthrough of the game Journey, or have you played it yourself? Just wondering.
I will not hold back.
No? It's good. Ah. Ooh. I might do a Journey stream one day then. It's not that long of a game. I think you can finish it in like 2 hours.
Hold still.
But it's really the music is so beautiful. Yeah, it's very Little Guy core. I love it. Turn away from that shit. Yep, do it. Graha, why are you petrified? You know you gotta turn away from gazes.
Gloves are off.
I feel like I'm one of those fucked up guys from Hellraiser. Like, oh, the sights we shall see. Whenever I talk about playing a game on stream. Kind of feel like I'm doing that right now with this expansion. Pain. Faith, I love how you've come in for not last stream, which was also crazy. Or not, the stream before that was also crazy. But this one is
Hold
just
still.
Gloves
hold
are
on to your ass, man. It's gonna get wild. This is where they put the pedal on the metal. Do you mind, like, me telling you what happened before this? I don't know if you've watched the VOD on YouTube or whatever. Not last stream, but the one before that. And that also gives context as to why. Okay, so why all of this is happening is we went to the moon and Zodiark was there, and Zodiark was freed, and oops, we killed Zodiark. And turns out you weren't supposed to kill Zodiark because Zodiark kept all of the like natural laws in check. And now everything's going to shit, so thanks. Thanks, Washe. well done. Yeah. I love Florida memes. Oh boy. Blasphemy Svarbanu. Okay. Oh, worm. Don't think they mean this one. Come on, Graha. Pull, please. Please pull. Please pull. Thank you. Happy Pride Month! I think I have to stand on the opposite one. Hell yeah. Crumbling down, crumbling down. What are you two doing?
Allow me.
No! Ugh. Okay.
Allow me.
Stop! Okay. Sorry for screaming into the mic. Graha, please get some new voice lines. I'm actually going crazy. Okay, pay attention here. Aye! I wasn't a pain. Whatever, man. Crumbling down, crumbling down. Banana, Titan, fuck! I'm dead. I'm dead? Yep, I'm dead. Thanks, Estinian. Whatever. I'm not mad. It's steaming heaping mad. Mmm. Delicious Venn diagram. At least no one will flame me in here. That's fine. Oh, you know what's actually very interesting? I don't know if I've talked about this before, but Alisaie is a red mage, and whenever you die, like, you just get booted to the like the start of the dungeon, and then you can teleport back. But she actually, it's like programmed into her AI that she starts to try to quick res you as a red mage, but the game literally won't let her
Gloves are off.
because you die too fast and get booted too fast. But she actually starts casting resurrection on you.
This will hurt.
Yeah. My baby Goyle. She's doing so well. Why am I holding on to this? Y'shtola. It's Leanne, I guess. No. Give me space, you fuckers. It's fine.
Allow me.
This will hurt.
It's already happening, man. And the Junker. Go! Where's my button?
Allow me.
I will not hold back.
Time to end this!
Nice one. A 3-attack combo. How dare you?
This is going to leave a mark.
Y'shtola stole his LB. True. Either way, this is so fucked. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good.
Allow me.
Please shut the fuck up. Sick of it. There we go. Woo! We did it. We did it. Only took 45 minutes, but we did. Just a little solemn nod. Maybe I should just have Thancred be my tank next time. I do like the fashion you get from here. It's really fancy.
As I feared.
What is it?
The beast was there, and now it is no more. Yes?
Indeed. We saw it plain. But you didn't, did you?
I saw nothing. Not the blasphemy that perished here, nor the other men turned beasts. And because of this, I now see all too well. There is no ether. Where the creatures should be, I saw naught but emptiness.
Emptiness? But that would mean...
Recall the words of the Watcher. 'Twas a stagnancy of ether, a cessation of flow, leading to decay and absence, that led the ancients to conclude their star was dying. This is the same phenomenon. The instant these people are seized by the transformation, their ether begins to rot and crumble away like dried mud. Until, from their corporeal forms to their very souls, naught remains.
But the beast spoke with its dying breath. Surely at least a sliver of the man it was endured.
Mayhap so. But even if the process was incomplete, it was little more than a faint residue.
Gods be good. You're saying they cannot be saved?
Not by any means known to me. Or by any means at all, like as not. For there is naught left to save.
They return not even to the ethereal sea.
The beasts rage on, their hunger insatiable. Even deprived of their master, they perpetuate his legacy of hate. Once proud sons and daughters of Thavnir, all of them, and now I spill their blood.
Vitra, my friends, I am heartened to see you safe.
You put your secret at risk.
Those closest to me already know the truth. A truth I must now share with one and all. Vitra, calamity has come to Radzatan. Our fair nation is rent by screams of pain and despair. More than ever, we require a strong leader to shepherd us through the storm. Reveal your true self to our people, Vitra, and guide us to salvation.
What madness is this, I-One? Thou dost forget thyself. Were we to reveal our duplicity, it will do naught but foster confusion and chaos. Nay, I shall remain the Satrap's loyal ally, and do battle with the beasts. Easing hearts and leading the people to safety is thy task, and thine alone. I ask that you remain at Ahewan's side, and render unto him what aid you may. I know not what lies ahead, but without you, Radzatan will not survive.
Take me with you. I am as at home fighting in the air as I am on land. Take me with you.
Were my words unclear? I require no assistance. Thy place is at Ahewan's side.
Estinian, here. It's the last thing you ever wanted. A link pearl. We'd gain much from knowing your elevated perspective. And it'll keep you from getting lonely, which I know you loathe.
You heard the man. Seems I'm coming with you after all.
Then I pray thy grip is iron. Be it on thy head if thou dost chance to fall.
Fair enough. Now, shall we?
I fear it is as Vitra says. We will not survive this on our own. While I am loath to impose upon you again.
I would insist if you did not. 'Tis the very reason we have come.
Then once more I find myself without words to thank you properly. Let us return to the capital and plan our next course of action.
I like Ahawan. Our Radiant host has eliminated the immediate threat to the city, though it pains me to know those beasts were once my own people. I know, right? He has such a nice voice. There's no telling when or where the next transformation might occur. We must remain vigilant and steel ourselves for whatever is yet to come. Forgive me, my friends, but I must return to Megaduta for the time being. There I can better manage this crisis and dispatch my troops as the situation demands. In that case, we shall carry on carry out an investigation of our own here in the city. Mayhap the residents can tell us more about the first of the transformations and the conditions under which it occurred. If we can ascertain what exactly triggered these tragic events, it may give us some insight as to a possible solution. Time is of the essence. Let us split into 3 groups that we may cover more ground. Alize and I will see to Paxa's path. Thancred and Yustola pray make for Dharma. I leave Artha to Graha and you, Dwashe. Any information you can gather on the first blasphemy or the manifestation of the final days here in the city would be most helpful. When we have compared our respective inquiries, let us reconvene in front of Megaduta, that we might share what we learned with the Satrap. Shall we be off then? Artha is home to the High Crucible of Alchemia, whose alchemists forged many of our warding scales. That seems as good a place as any to begin our investigation, don't you think? I spoke briefly with Nuhadin, the chief alchemist there, on our last visit. He should be happy to answer our queries. Blah 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 blah. I know you tell me that every single time. Graha field trip. Wahatia. You. What are you wearing? Ah. I see. I still need to do the Alliance raid. I haven't. Catboy enrichment trip. I love it. Ah, I remember those red eyes. You were with those scions who commissioned the scales from us, yes? I welcome you back to the High Crucible. What brings you here in these troubling times? We are assisting the Satrap in investigating the crisis that plagues the city. Did you happen to catch sight of any of the creatures? I did. As I was going about my work, I was disturbed by crashing footsteps so powerful that the very ground shook. I rushed outside and could not believe what I beheld. The night sky was burning. Suddenly, I heard panicked screams coming from the direction of Balsan Bazaar. In the next instant, a monstrous beast poked its head out from amidst the stalls. A handful of the Radiant rushed to the scene, only to be sent sprawling as the fiend and its minions propelled themselves skyward. So, the blasphemy came from the vicinity of the markets. This knowledge may prove useful. I thank you for sharing your tale. Well, I do believe we now know where we should inquire next. To the bazaar, then. It looks like the world's best stim toy. You, what are you wearing? Oh, I love the samurai artifact armor. It's not usually this color, I don't think. I think it's red, but I should really level samurai more. Forgive me, but my shop's closed until further notice. Needless to say, we've more pressing concerns these days. We've come not in search of wares, but information concerning the enormous fiend that tore through the bazaar. Did you perchance witness anything? Afraid not, my friend. I was here the whole time, so I only saw its little minions. Made a mess of the place, they did. While that was all going on, the great big one tore through the west side of the bazaar. You'd have better luck asking there. Yes, a lot of the times I just see people wear stuff and I'm like, yes, I would like that. Nom. Is something the matter, traveler? If you're lost, perhaps I could be of assistance. Your offer is most appreciated. We are not lost, but we are in need of information. Might you know anything about the gargantuan beast that rampages through the bazaar? Aye, I saw it all, though I wish I had not. I was going about my work when all of a sudden a piercing scream cut through the air. I turned around, and there was the fiend, its massive body bursting through that entryway with the force of a tidal wave. And then it was gone, as quickly as it came. Sisters, have mercy! What is happening to the world? What am I to do? Is nowhere safe? Settle down, friend. The danger has passed, at least for now. If it's not too painful to remember, could you tell us what you saw? First I heard the screams, then a horde of ravening beasts came charging towards us. One of them was huge, bigger than a Marid, throwing people about like ragdolls, and it was eating them. I hid under the counter, saw others do the same. But the shrieking and wailing kept getting louder, more voices in the throng. Beasts or victims, I couldn't tell. I knew not what was happening. I still don't. That's enough, my good man. You were brave to share with us your tale. Many of your fellow merchants are safe. The High Crucible, too, has survived mostly unscathed. Pray stay close to your friends and loved ones, and rest your body and mind while you are able. I suspect this is the most we can expect the people here to tell us. I think it best we find a place outside the bazaar where we might rest and review our findings. I love it when Graha goes into Exarch mode. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Run, Catboy, run! I'm being chased. Help me. Judging by their accounts, the transformation had already occurred by the time the beast reached the bazaar. It tore through the west side of the bazaar and headed toward the Aetherite Plaza. In other words, the blasphemy may have first appeared in this vicinity. That being the case, the people in that Mehane can surely tell us more. Nove? Oh, that's okay. Going after that enormous beast, are you? Aye, I saw it, including the very instant that poor bastard transformed. Damn the gods for putting me there. It started over there, by the window. A few men, merchants probably, talking and drinking. Conversation must have taken a turn for the worst. Next thing I know, their leader, I suppose he was, buries his head in his hands, and black mist was swirling about him. Then his whole body burst apart, and there stands a hideous, slavering beast, massive and foul, all gaping maws and bulging eyes. His friends start shrieking, and then the black mist comes again, until the change takes them too. The stuff of nightmares, I tell you. Nightmarish indeed. Incidentally, do you perchance know who those merchants were? No, I'm a decorator by trade. Not much cause to mingle with their sort. Saw Miliel, the barmaid, chatting with them though. She might know something. Hello. Even after repairing all the damage, it'll take a while for business to pick up again. You mean the blasphemy? That's what the Radiant have been calling it anyway. I saw it too. We all did. I was standing here at the counter as Marie poured me a drink, when suddenly there came this dreadful sound, like a pained, angry groan. It was unlike anything I'd ever heard. I turned around in shock, and from an ominous cloud of black mist rose the creature, enormous and ghastly to behold. As for what happened next, to recall it sent shivers up my spine. By some stroke of fortune, I was able to slip outside before the beast got its claws on me. But the sight that greeted me offered no solace. Solace? Solace. The blue sky above turned red as blood. Marie, myself, and the other survivors clung to each other for dear life until the Radiant host came to our aid. Wait, did I hear you correctly? The beast manifested before the sky began to burn? I'm certain of it. The windows here offer a clear view of the sky, and I saw nothing out of the ordinary until the beast appeared and began to rage. Hello, Miliel. Are you okay? Oh, hello there. Welcome to Marie's Mahane. What can we get you? We've come not for libations, but rather for information. You are Miliel, yes? We are investigating the so-called blasphemy on the Sartrap's behalf. We hear it was one of your customers, a merchant, that first underwent the transformation. What can you tell us about him? He was something of a regular here, especially of late. Kalzal was his name. He ran his own consortium, dealing primarily in the exports of Thavnarian specialties. That was the Aura guy that we encountered when we first got to Thavnir, who Matcha tried to sell his fish to, and then he was like, oh, sorry, I can take your fish, I can't sell it. And he was just trying to figure shit out. It's through him we met Matcha. Yes, the name rings a bell. Didn't you meet both of... Didn't you meet them both on your first trip to Thavnir? If I recall correctly, Kalzal ran a trading operation in Yedlemad, and it was there you made Matcha's acquaintance. Yes, that is the same Kalzal, no doubt. A rather successful man, from what I gather. That said, it was clear that he had fallen on hard times of late. Those ghastly towers popping up everywhere cannot have been good for business. Yeah, Matcha introduced us to the first blasphemy. Even now, with the towers gone, the collapse of the Empire has led to all sorts of problems elsewhere. The market for luxuries is surely not what it once was. Trying times for the head of a trading consortium, indeed. Khazal was a compassionate man. Even as his own business suffered, he did what he could to provide for the artisans, fishermen, and many others who counted on him to sell their wares. Indeed, that was the very topic of yesterday's meeting, as far as I could hear. Yet, as they discussed matters further, Khazal's tone grew grave and grim. It was then that... Forgive me. I would not have you recall the memory if it brings you pain. If I could, I would ask you just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual about Khazal in particular? Please, anything at all. Sorry, nothing springs to mind. Perhaps someone else can help you. Khazal lived for his work, and had no family that I know of. His employees and associates knew him best, but they too are lost to us. Still, perhaps his neighbors know something I do not. I can direct you to them if you believe it would help. What do you say? I wonder how Matcha's doing. Love my little elephant man. Khazal made his home in Kama, a nearby residential area. From what I gather, Khazal lived there since childhood and was known throughout the neighborhood. Kama, the name is new to me. How do we get there? I'll write down some directions. I cannot promise that you will find what you seek there, but if nothing else, it is a start. Come, let's see where this lead takes us. I know, Graha. You're with me. More catboy enrichment. Yeah, sounds like a sitar. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it, like guitar. I love the Radzelhan theme. It's so good. This is the night theme right now, I think. And this must be Kama. We've arrived at last. Let us begin questioning the residents without delay. No doubt someone here can tell us more about Khazal. Given recent events, I imagine many are taking shelter indoors. Asra, hello? Oh, we're just supposed to barge into their homes, I see. Hello? Could you come back another time? I just woke up and I'm not exactly in the mood for idle chit-chat. Well, that's one way to avoid the panic, I suppose. Pardon our intrusion. You may not have noticed, but a great danger has come to Thavnir. I encourage you to stay alert and prepare to flee the city should the situation turn dire. But before we leave you in peace, pray allow us to ask a question or two. Did you know a local merchant named Kalzal? If so, did you notice anything unusual about him recently? Kalzal? I know him. In fact, we spoke just the other day. Like many others, his business was doing poorly. Still, it seemed as though he'd managed to turn things around, thanks to a generous order from Ruveda Fibers. Why, he was practically dancing in the streets. I haven't spoken with him since, but I assume it all went well. Jinnabaha might be able to tell you more, though. As I recall, he was the one who brokered the arrangement. Jinnabaha at Ruveda Fibers. Let's make a point to visit him after we've spoken with the other locals. Guy who's only ever played Sultura voice. Getting a lot of Sultura vibes from this investigation. Kalzal, you say? Yes, I've known him since he was a boy. If there was ever a man who was born to be a merchant, it was him. Always early to depart and late to return. He'd spend his days procuring the finest wares and seeking out willing customers. You could say it came to him as easily as breathing. It's a good move. It's very effective. Sadly, business was flagging of late. No surprise really with how dangerous travel has become. He was cooped up in his house from dawn till dusk the other day, no doubt wrecking his brain for a way to turn his fortunes around. Then, at night, I heard the door open. I looked out to see Kalzal sitting on a bench, his head hung low, a man with the weight of the world on his shoulder. I see. The situation must have been quite dire indeed. Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary? Nothing to speak of, other than the troubles with his consortium. He was the same old Kalzal, cordial and honest, like always. The questions you are asking, has something happened to him? He wasn't caught up in that terrible incident at the bazaar, was he? I don't travel much these days, but my daughters told me not to venture outside. Stuck in here as I am, I've heard little about these bizarre goings-on. Rest assured, the city is safe for now, but the situation may change without warning. I urge you, stay close to your daughter and be prepared to take refuge should the Satrap order it. No, I want to get the vista. Let me out. There we go. Whee! Plop. Enjoy carrying boxes. I do like that about Sultura though, just the slow uncovering of all the facts. Whee! And hurry, I say. There's no time to waste. I love it. Pardon me, but you are in charge of buying and selling here, yes? We have a few questions that we'd like to... I'm sorry, but I simply don't have the time to chat. If you haven't noticed, we have our hands full at the moment. We must carry all our wares and equipment to safety before those accursed beasts return. In that case, might we be of assistance? Perhaps we could speak when the job is done. Oh my god. Very well. It does look a little bit like that. You can start by helping us move our equipment. Ask the others what to put where. You can carry our fabrics. I love that he has little heels. Go through that door and speak with Kamala. She'll tell you the rest. Remember, these textiles are our livelihood. Handle them with care. Yes, sir. I played Breath of the Weath. I never finished it though, because I got bored. I enjoyed it while I played it, but I just never got the motivation to finish it. This area is for employees only. Out! Out! What's that? You've come to help? Oh, praise be to Mindaruva. Kind stranger, I welcome you your assistance. On your way here, you pass 3 storehouses, yes? I'd like you to carry that small crate to Nabrifal by the storehouse near the hatchery. The crate of clothing is for Manuha. And that massive crate goes to Zemera by the middle storehouse. Watch your back with that one. Those are all the crates we have ready. Once they've been delivered, consider your work here complete. Okay. Blade crate. Thread, is it? Then you've come to the right place. We thank you for your aid. Have you played Breath of the Wild? I liked it. It was kind of hard though. I wasn't that good at it. If you have any crates of finished products such as carpets, clothing, and the like, pray bring them here to our primary storehouse. Crate full of clothing, is it? I can take that off your hands. Many thanks for the delivery. Yeah, I just liked running around collecting clothes and stuff. I wasn't that interested in the story or the fight, like the combat, really. Fair enough. But that also happened to me with Horizon Zero Dawn. I say, you're quite the brawny one, aren't you? A good thing that. Never know when you'll need to defend yourself in these unpredictable times. A crate full of fabrics, is it? Exactly what I was hoping to receive. Here, let me put that away for you. Yeah, that's the fun part of it. You've carried all the crates to the storehouse, you say? And so quickly, too. Why, I've never seen anyone so strong. I and my associates will see to the rest, so please return to Jinnah, Baha, and assure him our work is proceeding apace. To tell the truth, we're grateful for this distraction. Too many terrible happenings of late. But generous souls like yourself give me hope that we may emerge from this trial even stronger. I pray we meet again in more peaceful times. Done as I asked, have you? If Kamala is satisfied with your work, then so am I. You have done us a great favor, traveler. I too have delivered the instruments and apparatus entrusted to me. You both have my thanks. With our wares safely stored away, we'll not lose any more to those fiends. I take it that your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed. We did not. Thankfully, most of our workers had already left for the day, but those of us still here saw it all. We looked to the burning skies in confusion, and then, before we could even begin to make sense of it, a hideous creature burst through the doors, shrieking. We ran for our lives, but one of my colleagues was not so fortunate. He cried out, a scream of such agony, such terror, and in the next instant he too sprouted fearsome claws. The sight of it caused another fellow to panic, and then he too transformed. Like a zombie apocalypse in here. I'm sorry. Was there something you wanted to ask? Indeed. You knew the merchant Kalzal, did you not? I believe he had some dealings with your establishment. Kalzal? I know him well. We'd arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of fabrics, but in the end we received a better offer and had to turn him down. I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Another of our most reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods for a much smaller commission, and we'd have been fools to refuse. I felt terrible for withdrawing the offer, but you must understand, we simply had no choice. He tried to put on a brave face when I delivered the news, but his dejection and despair were plain as day. He said he'd discuss it with his associates, but I could tell he'd all but given up on hope. Dejection and despair. You remember what we saw in Vanaspati, yes? Soldiers and jungle dwellers pushed to the very brink, turning into monsters one after the next. It would seem the same phenomenon occurred here. The poor craftsmen attacked by the fiends, as well as those that witnessed it, all undergoing change. I suspect that everything began with Kalzal. By all accounts, it was he who suffered from the most profound and piercing despair. Wait, could that be it? That such intense emotions were what triggered his transformation? Much remains unclear, but I believe we are drawing close to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Oh boy, oh boy. We were to reconvene with the others in front of Megaduta, were we not? That should be just outside. With any luck, they will have already returned from their own investigations. My friend, we must take our leave. I pray that your establishment is spared further tragedy. But remember, your lives are far more precious than anywhere's. If you are ordered to flee, do so without hesitation. Indeed, I thank you for your concern, and pray you two take care as well. I think I'll talk more about it later, but I think this expansion has a very particular message that can be misinterpreted a little bit, or at least I've seen people misinterpret it, or just like maybe interpret it way differently than I would. But I'll get more into that if we get to it today.
There you are. You've spoken with the survivors.
Same.
Indeed. We thought to share what we have gleaned, that we might together gain a greater understanding of present circumstances. Fortuitous timing. Alize and I completed our own investigations not long ago.
Then we should take a moment to compare notes. Shall we begin with the two of you?
So the merchant Karzal was gravely concerned about his business in the days preceding his untimely end.
The tales we heard were much the same. The first victims to be changed into blasphemies were all overcome with anguish of one manner or another. Then those who saw their loved ones stolen before their eyes succumbed to a similar panic, setting in motion a chain of transformations.
Fear, unease, despair. These negative feelings serve as a catalyst.
If so, then it is not unlike the calamity that befell the ancients. With their creation magics, they unwittingly gave form to untold horrors. Had they simply lost control, surely it would have manifested in many forms, not all of them monstrous. Yet somehow, this phenomenon is triggered solely by the darkness in their hearts, a common thread with what we now witness.
Common, but not identical. While the beasts the ancients faced were forged with magic alone, those of today are born of sentient beings. Why remains to be seen. But there is one fundamental difference between us and our predecessors. Our souls are sundered, whereas theirs were not. Perhaps that single variable makes all the difference. If I may, there was another detail that troubled me. We have it on good authority that Karzal's transformation took place before the skies began to burn.
What? If that's true, then the situation's more dire than we realized. It means even if there's no ominous sign presaging the final days, anyone, anywhere, has the potential to become a beast. Even in lands we thought safe, even as we speak.
Look! It's the satrap! The satrap!
Thank the heavens.
My countrymen, I am relieved and heartened to see you strong and safe. While the danger has not yet passed, far from it, allow me to assure you that the beasts that raged within the city walls have been exterminated to the last. Outside this sanctuary, the brave men and women of the Radiant Host and our dragon ally continue to battle our unholy foes. I pray these tidings put your minds at ease and help you calm your hearts. Have faith that we shall soon conquer this terrible trial.
Your Excellency, is there any word from Palaka's stand? My grandson was bound for there yesterday, and I worry for his life.
We are still awaiting a report, but I promise you, as soon as I have aught to share...
Your Excellency, I bring grave news.
You are?
I'm Matya of Akyali, a humble fisherman.
Ah, I remember you from our first visit.
Wait, you're... But no, that can wait. When the skies turned red, I set off for Palaka's stand, fearing for the safety of a friend. But as I drew near the village, I saw dreadful beasts all about.
No! Gods have mercy! Your Excellency! Save my grandson, I beg of you!
We will spare no effort to save all we can, but you must remain calm.
Calm? You tell me to be calm? You saw those beasts? They tore our bravest warriors limb from limb! What if we are too late, huh? They catch him, sink their fangs into him? The fangs! The screams!
Get away from her, now!
We've got to kill them before it spreads.
We'll handle this. See the townspeople to safety.
Run as fast as you can! No!
Oh my god, this is so fucked. Even the second time around. Ah, come on!
Vitra, our people, you must save them.
They did him so dirty.
My son.
Enough. You must run. For their sake and your own. Yes, you will survive. You must.
Process it later, just go. Come on, Catboy.
Be strong, my friends. Fear not, for we will defeat these abominations! Brave men and women of the Radiant Host, lend your Stola and Thancred your aid. Let not a single beast escape. The rest of you, flee this place. Carry the wounded if you must. Head indoors or underground.
Exarch mode.
Above all, stay calm. No beast will follow you. We will see to that. Alphino! Alice! Leave the city to us, and make for Palaka's stand at once! Matya, show my friends to the village. I promise you, they're more capable than the host's finest.
Right.
Go with them, will you? We will save these people. As many as we can.
Go, 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 go. We must save Palaka's stand, whatever it takes. Matcha, it pains me to put you into harm's way, but I would ask... But I would ask your aid as well. Of course, Palaka's stand is not far, just down that hill. But I told His Excellency before, the path... But as I told His Excellency before, the path was blocked by terrible creatures. I had no choice but to turn back. In that case, this is what we shall do. Dwashe, I ask that you take the lead and dispatch any beasts you encounter. Alice and I will keep Matcha hidden amidst the trees and follow when the path is clear. There's no telling what dangers await us. Keep your eyes peeled. I believe it's monk time. Because that way it will go quicker. And I haven't played monk in a bit. Oh, I've missed this! Let's go, let's go! Pop, pop! I love it so much. I really love playing Monk. I played Endwalker on Monk the first time I played it. And it was the best class ever. Alright, Astrologian time again. But if there's more fights, I'm gonna do it as Monk. It cannot be. We must heal those we can, and quickly. I see no beasts, but stay on your guard. The villager has no pulse, nor do they appear to be breathing. The cooling body has already begun to stiffen. The massive wounds suggest the villager was gored by a terrible beast. Yuck. Though the villager's injuries do not appear to be life-threatening, he does not respond to your efforts. His breathing grows more ragged and shallow, and his vacant eyes are those of a man who has lost the will to live. Even if I wake, the nightmare goes on. No, leave me to sleep. You call out, but the man does not respond. That's everyone. Hey, you're okay. Have you come to help us? Too late, too late. My family, my friends. Are these the only villagers who survived? I can only hope others managed to flee, but if the rest have been turned to beasts, by the 12. Let us do what we can to see that the damage spreads no further. And no matter what comes, we must keep our spirits high, lest we ourselves suffer a similar fate. I can tend to the rest. Pray look after Matcha. No doubt what we have seen here weighs even heavier on his heart than ours. Love it, cheerful quest acceptance noise. And this fucked up. Oh, Dwashe! This is Yeruvet, the elder here. He is hurt, but praise be to the sisters, he still lives. Young Matcha here has told me everything. I have not the words to express my gratitude for your aid. When the heavens began to burn, we were afraid, but did our best to carry on as we have always done. Until today, when those unholy beasts came pouring into our village, a flood of midnight and death. There are no words to describe what followed. Men and women I've known since they were babes struck down by the creatures, only to rise again to join the murderous horde, in the guise of those same hideous fiends. In the chaos, a handful of our villagers fled for their lives. I can only hope they have found their way to safety. Matcha, do you perchance remember Karasov and Mervan? The young couple who always bought your freshest catches. How could I forget, Elder? When I first came to peddle my wares, desperate to eke out a living, they showed me such kindness. Others shunned me as an outsider, as is their way, but Karasov and Mervan bought my fish and sung its praises. They turned my fortunes around. Alas, I fear they are in terrible danger. I saw them running towards a Gama temple, one of those beasts in close pursuit. They had their child, still but a tiny babe. To elude these fiends while caring for one so young is an impossible task, surely. I beg of you, go to their aid. I want to help them, yet I am but a fisherman. I cannot face beasts on my own. Will you come with me? Oh, thank you. A Gama temple lies to the west of here. We must hurry. The temple is just ahead. It was built by those who worship Saint Agama, but has sadly fallen into disrepair in recent years. If my friends made it this far, no doubt they are hiding somewhere amidst the ruins. No, please, stay back! That was Kurasov. Oh no, this is not good. I'll take a look. Please do. The cry came from the ruins. You must hurry. No. Love that I'm playing monk. I hate that this is happening again. Hop, 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 hop. The man lies motionless on the ground, bearing a grievous wound. I'm sorry, Dwache. I tried to stay behind, but I couldn't. No, it cannot be. Is someone, anyone? My arms so heavy, and my legs. I cannot feel my legs. My wife fled with our daughter. I need to find them. I need to be with them. I need... Karasov! No! Karasov! You must stay strong. More time. I thought I had. I don't want to die. Oh, sorry, I didn't read that out. I speak to him. Thank you. Please find them. Mavon still lives, and she has their child. We must search the jungle between here and Palaka's stand. There is nowhere else she could have gone. I think... Forgive me, Karasef. Once we have saved your wife and child, we will return and lay you to rest. That's the wrong one. That's the right one. You see no tracks or other signs of recent travel. Mavan and the child must be elsewhere. It's rough, man. Even the second time around. At least I'm playing monk, so I'm feeling a little better. I forgot how fun it is. Bop. Mavan and her daughter came through this area recently. You see no evidence of their passage. Did you see any signs of them? I found nothing. Perhaps the beasts have chased them farther from the village. Oh, gods above, I beseech you, pray deliver Mavan and her little one to safety. Meanwhile, in the skies above Thavnair,
no more enemies to trouble us here. It's me. How fare you below? Understood. I will inform Vritra. Chaos and panic sweep Raz-at-Han, and many more have succumbed to the transformations. Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a grief-stricken father. My friends fight alongside your Radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palaka's stand as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions tell it,
so it is the very fear and despair in their hearts which inflicts this abhorrent punishment upon them. A nightmare from which my children will never awake. O capricious and cruel fate, they are undeserving of such condemnation.
will you wallow in sorrow or rise to the occasion? Raz-at-Han is leaderless. Before he passed, Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people. Honor his wishes.
To what end? To breed a new conflict between dragon and man. These claws could reduce thee to shreds with a touch. These jaws crush thy bones to dust. Only through my proxy could I walk with my children. Without him, I am a bringer of fear, no different from the beasts which beleaguer them.
Perhaps so.
Only in death were Hraesvelgr and Shiva united. Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result.
It was our fear of your kind that sparked a nigh-endless war.
Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland. And in turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine. And yet, were the chasm between us too vast and too deep, Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue. He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes, and the Dragonsong War would still rage on. And I would still wage a never-ending war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned. I cannot speak for Ahuan's greater goals, yet I know that he served you, served your people, long and true. In this time of unprecedented crisis, he turned to you. You could do worse than to place your trust in him. It will not be easy, but the future of Radz-at-Han hangs in the balance. We have company.
Come on now.
I am ready.
The hour has come, Vritra. It's all or nothing!
I love it when they reuse trailer lines. Oh my god, okay, let's go. Oh shit. Okay. We are going through this really fast. If Mervan fled deeper into the jungle, she and her child are in grave danger. Whatever are we to do? Gods have mercy. You must try to stay calm, Matcha. No need for content warning. I will just tell you that. And I'm not fucking with you on this because it may not seem like it, but the kid is okay. I'm not doing a little trick, so... let's see. But how can I at a time like this? They could be dead. So, if I allow myself to be overcome by this fear, I too might become a beast. I'm not sure I understand, but I will do my best. I've seen to the wounded. How did the two of you fare? Did you find your friends? Ugh. I see. In that case, let us help you find the mother and child. Before we leave, we must ensure the village will be safe in our absence. Alize and I will patrol the area and search for more beasts. Would you and Matcha speak with Elder Yeruvet? Pray explain to him the situation and join us as soon as you're able. We will save Mervan and her child. We can do that much for Karasef. Karasef? I haven't heard anyone say it up until this point, and I forgot how to pronounce it. I'm heartened to see you both safe, but what of the family? We found Karasef, but he... Say no more. I understand. We have lost another of our dear friends. Karasef may be gone, but there's still hope for Mervan and their child. Please find them, I beg of you. And if, in your search, you come across anyone else who escaped the slaughter, pray tell them what has happened. I will do my best to keep the villagers safe, and their spirits high. Come, let us rejoin your friends at once. I was gonna say, like, nah, they're not gonna go as far as killing a baby, but they did just kill a merchant's kid, so sorry. I forgot about that. I'm pleased to report that the vicinity appears to be beast-free, no doubt thanks to your earlier efforts. And with that, let us resume our search for your friend and her child. Where should we begin, Matcha? If we follow Xiroda south, we will arrive at Purusa, a temple. It is a sacred place where people go to commune with the divinities. Yeah, fair enough. But also, Alize and Alphinaud will never die, because they are my friends. It's possible that Mervan sought shelter there, and perhaps other villages as well. Then it's settled. Matcha, stay close to me, alright? You two, take the lead. Keep an eye out for beasts and anyone in need of help. Very well. We make for Purusa as quickly as we are able. With me. 2 healers and a DPS. What could go wrong? Where's my moon? There it is. Hello. Terminus Pursuer. I think all of the enemies have like a Terminus name, which unfortunately just makes me think of terminal, like an airplane terminal. So I just imagine airplanes. Hey. Thank you. I thought I was done for. Mervan. She's a friend of mine too, but I've not seen her. Yeah. Terminus Station. It sounds very sci-fi. She must still be out there somewhere trying to avoid the beasts. And with her child's gods. Worry not for me. I can make my way back to the village on my own. Yeah, be careful though. There's a crocodile. Where are you? Huashe, wait. Purusa lies just up ahead, but something terrible has happened. The beasts have come and many have already been killed. Alphino and Alice have gone to do what they can, but there are so many. More than I could count. You must be ready. That's my secret, matcha. I'm always ready. Now, come on! No transforming. Stop it. Alpha, no! You're okay. I think these are... I believe this guy looks like an enemy we fought in Amarat, the dungeon. Astrologian. There you are. How fare the others? I see. You've seen to all the beasts inside? In that case, let's have everyone gather in front of the temple.
Courage, friend. The pain will pass.
Has anyone seen Mevan? Where could she be?
We've dealt with all the blasphemies, and made certain no villagers are still in hiding.
Good work. We've otherwise tended to the wounded as best we can.
What will become of us?
Help is on the way, surely. We may have to abandon our homes now, but we will return, someday.
But where can we go? Is anywhere even safe?
That I cannot say.
Well, I can. Nowhere's safe. Run all you like, but there's no escaping these things. And even if I could, it's too late for my family.
This isn't good. The more they dwell on the tragedy, the more likely we are to lose them too.
My friends, this is a place of worship. Should your heart quake with sadness, cast your mind to the heavens and remember. Remember the teachings of the old gods. Did they not implore us to stand fast when waves of sorrow break against our shores?
Know this, my children. There is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. To drink of calamity and drown in anguish. To toil and be tested, always and ever.
'Tis a perilous path you walk. Death lurks in the dark, and is the sole promise that awaits at journey's end. You will tremble with terror. You will weep tears of anger and despair.
But do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. Then will you see how the hardships make you strong.
Every doubt reforged as scales for your armor. Every agony to temper your blade.
Thank you, lad. We'd almost forgotten who we are. My undying gratitude to you as well, my friends. You were searching for Mevon, no? We must return home. I pray you help the boy find his friend.
Gladly. We dispatched what beasts we could, but the roads are still dangerous. Stay together and go in safety.
That was very impressive, what you did back there. Those words seem to resonate with your people.
They should. They were the first spoken unto our ancestors by the divinity of legend. I'm easily upset, and fish are wont to flee a temperamental hand, so I recite the teachings over and over to calm myself.
They're lovely and inspiring to hear, though I imagine they were born of great misfortune.
They are born of life. There's as much bad as good in it. More, many would attest. All the more reason to appreciate the good when you can.
I won't argue with that.
In darkness, seek joy.
So loud.
Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
And with that, let us see if we can't find Mevon. Did you see? That beast was chasing someone.
Yeah. This was the scene I was talking about before. I've seen some people like characterize this as a quote-unquote classic Square Enix just don't be sad moment. But like, did that not did that not reek of like find strength even when things are shit out of the things you believe in, or at least like not even religion, though it was religion in this case, but just anything you believe in? I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Over there, my view was blocked by the trees, but I'm sure I saw someone being chased by a beast. Twashe, go with Matcha and search along the river. Alvino and I will circle around from the south. Yeah. I just think that's way too much of an oversimplification. To say, like, just don't be sad. Oh boy, here it fucking comes. Yeah. Uh-oh. Evan.
That's her! No, I'm sure of it! Mevan!
Don't, please!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No! God have mercy!
Push it to the rescue. Mevan's lifeless body floats before you, battered and broken. Her death no doubt came swiftly. Her infant daughter, however, is nowhere to be seen. Oh, it's down there! You take the babe into your arms. If she yet lives, you cannot tell, but she will surely not survive unless you carry her to the surface at once. It's a baby burrito! I forgot the pronouns of this baby. She's down there. Is that a weird thing to refer to babies as it? Okay. Alfie, did you find Mervyn and the child? Damn it all. I'm sorry. You have the child. Let me see her.
She's so cold, Elfino.
The child is alert, and I see no wounds, and yet... she grows weaker. My spells can do no more. What she needs is a change of clothes and a warm bed. We must hurry back. Not now!
Matsia, take the child.
It appears we've made enough noise to be heard for miles around. More will be upon us ere long. We make our stand here. Matsia, can you take her back to the village?
But the child, all by myself. You can't be serious.
The beasts will follow you home unless we stop them here. And so we shall. Be strong, Matsia. Her life is in your hands.
Literally.
Right. I can do it.
I know you can. We'll keep them busy, Matsia. Go! Quickly!
Steady. You know the way. No. No! Not you too. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
To live is to suffer, to drink of calamity. It is a perilous path. Death lurks in the dark.
No! I'm not afraid! I'm not afraid! Do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. See how the hardships make you strong. Every doubt reforged. Every agony.
Justinian!
The divinity?
Nay, but one who would deliver thee just the same.
Oh, Mattia.
Please. You must save the child. She is all that remains of Mevan and Grasef. Please.
Well, well. Seems the babe's taken a liking to you.
Thou art strong, little one. Let us convey thee to thy home.
I spied our friends as we flew in. They appeared to be holding their own against the Horde.
It's like Aslan's breath, you know? Not me referencing Chronicles of Narnia.
That's the last of them. We should hurry and find Matsia.
He had help from on high. Sorry for my Narnia crimes.
What, like divine aid?
A fine battle it must have been. Shame I missed it.
Estinian, it was you who came to Matsia's aid.
I was only along for the ride. Vritra was the one who saw the boy was in need. The two are headed back to the village.
Where the worm will honor Ahiwan's wishes and finally reveal himself to his people.
Perhaps so. Will you go and join them?
There's something I need to do first. Mervyn gave her life so that her child might live. She deserves better than to be left to drift alone. She deserves to be laid to rest beside her husband, at least. Will you help me?
I like to interpret that scene with Vritra as like dragons are so like awe-inspiring that they can just, their mere presence gives you like hope if they're on your side. We've done what we can. 'Tis for the villagers of Palakistan to perform the funeral rites. If nothing else, Mevan and Karasaf died as they lived, as themselves and not as beasts. Their souls will find peace in the ethereal sea. To think the day would come when even that smallest of solaces would be this comforting. You're ready then. In that case, let's head to Palakistan. No doubt Vritra is awaiting us. You did! At least one. I stole her pearl. But more is always good. I would enjoy more. Hello, Vritra. Big boy! Rest easy, for all is well here. Young Matcha returned with the babe safe in his arms. Owing to a warm bed, the girl hath already begun to regain her strength. Less joyously received was word of the mother and father's fate, as well as that of their transformed neighbors. How many children of Thavnir must we lose to this calamity? Mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. Every death another void that can never be filled. We who survive them must carry the weight of their memory, as we strive to regain a semblance of what we have lost. Karasaf and Mavon's babe is a child of Thavnir as well. I thank you for returning her to us safe. O most great and merciful worm, I have not the words to express my gratitude. They say that were it not for you, brave Matcha and the child would have been lost to us forever. Long had I heard the rumors that a mighty dragon had forced a pact of friendship with the satrap, but never would I have expected such a kind and gentle soul. Truth in part, but not in whole. I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. An isle I have ruled over as satrap, with Ahewan as my loyal servant. Are my ears to be believed? You were the true satrap all along. Nidana, what are you doing here? Nidana! Friendship time. I heard from the Radiant that you had gone to help the people of Palakistan in their time of need. And so I and several of my colleagues from the Great Work came to offer our services. The alchemists have already brewed up some potions for Mevan's daughter. But enough about us. You and your role are the far greater enigma. If you were the true satrap all along, could it be that the young Varshan was created to serve as your emissary? Thou didst suspect the boy was but a simulacrum. A rumor has circulated for many years around the High Crucible that our most skilled alchemists were once commissioned by the satrap's family in secret to fashion a mammoth indistinguishable from a living boy. Looking at Varshan with that knowledge, I simply put two and two together. I was not alone in drawing this conclusion. But like me, they no doubt recognized that the satrap was using the simulacrum to work more closely with his people, and decided not to press the issue. She really is so smart. Yeah, I love her. I had always assumed one of Ahawan's associates was manipulating it from afar, though the truth is indeed far more surprising. It is an honor to meet you in the flesh, Master Vritra. Pray allow me to express my gratitude. If you had not believed in and given unto us your scales, I do not know where we would be. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. 'Twas thou and thy fellow alchemists that fashioned the means to unmake the towers. You are the saviors not only of Radz-at-Han, but the star. Far too kind you are, Master Vritra. But the star yet wants for salvation. Once more will my colleagues and I commit the knowledge and resources at our disposal to the mission of aiding the people in this their darkest hour. 'Twould seem this place is in good hands. I would return to see how Radz-at-Han fares. What will you do, scions? I worry for the survivors we met at Perusa. Shall we pay them a visit before making our way back? In that case, might I ask a favor? Nothing too burdensome, I promise. This way. I like to imagine Duache manifested a little papoose to carry the baby in. That's a delayed thought. Needs to simmer just a bit longer, I'd say. In the meantime, I was hoping I might ask you a few questions. The red sky, these terrible beasts. What in the name of the sisters is happening here in Thavnir? Oh my, that's rather a lot to take in. It would seem the situation is even more grave than we suspected. Thank you, friend. My colleagues and I will use our knowledge to see if it can further our own research. And with that, here we are. A pot of piping hot chai, brewed from my own secret recipe of spices and tea leaves, together with a hearty helping of rich milk and the purest sugar. I've made enough for everyone in the village. Might I trouble you to deliver a few cups? The drink has medicinal properties, then? Not in the least. The ingredients are quite ordinary. It's so very tasty, though, and has a way of lifting the spirits. The spicy aroma and distinctive sweetness of chai is a simple, everyday pleasure on our island. Sometimes the best medicine is the simplest. A lovely sentiment, Nidana. By all means, allow us to assist. Chai. I've never had chai. While you lot distribute hot beverages, I'll do a sweep for errant beasts to slay. A far less arduous task, no doubt. When you've finished, look for me at the wakeful Tirana. Have you ever had chai? Either of you? I would like to try it one day. I have had... I would say so, probably. Let me check. Where I wanted to get to today. Yeah, I think so. I have had like Moroccan style mint tea. That was pretty good. Look at them all, lazing about, knowing full well the beasts might strike again at any moment. Do they not realize their lives are in danger? Well, I, for one, intend to survive. I'm too young to die. Yes, I'll leave this island behind if I must. But where would I go? Is anywhere safe these days? Tea'll fix it. A cup of chai? Can't you see I have more important things to worry about? No, you're right. It is precisely in times like these we must strive to remain calm and steady. I do believe I'll visit the Elder and see what needs to be done. If there is any way I can aid my village and my friends, I will do it. Who else wants tea? You. I'm sorry, I just want to be left alone. My best friend and I, we fled the village together. One of the beasts took him and it was all I could do to run. All the while I could hear this monstrous voice screaming my name. Some tea will fix it. This is for me? We used to drink chai together often. Shared stories over steaming cups after a hard day's work. Thank you, friend. The pain may never pass, but I must press on all the same. For his memory, and for we who must remember. Me chugging chai after a long day at work. Heal me. Please. Where the fuck is the last one? Am I just silly? Hello? Where's the baby? Oh, there it is. Hello. Wait, I know you. You were the one who saved us from those beasts back at the temple. Were it not for you, well, let's not even think about that. At times like these, we mustn't dwell on what might have been, but look to the future. But what future awaits us? How can Razat Han hope to recover from this? Most of my friends are gone, and I don't know where to turn. A cup of chai. Well, if you insist. Ah, that aroma has a way of clearing the mind. Come to think of it, we've faced our fair share of trials in the past as well. No matter how hard at times, we've always come together as a people united. One day at a time, one step at a time, for that is all any of us can do. Yes, back to work, once I've finished this cup. Thank you. Thank you for delivering the chai, Duache. Did it help to lift the villagers' spirits? That is heartening to hear indeed. The final days show no signs of abating, but that is all the more reason that we must try to keep our composure. Our lives have been forever changed. The people we have lost will never return to us. These tragedies will long weigh on our hearts. But we have the capacity to live with our suffering, to carry the agony till we too join the fallen in death. It is not a surrender, but a recognition, for it is only in acceptance that we find the strength to move forward. Silly. As you have finished your deliveries, might I talk with you for a moment? I was curious to know what has become of Mevan and Karasev's remains. Oh, thank you, friend. Surely they will be able to rest peacefully by each other's side. I and the people of Palakastan will perform the rites as soon as we are able. As for the child, it will not be easy for her, growing up without her parents, but I promise to do what I can. Once she is able to eat solid food, the fish I catch will help nourish her. Well, we've finished delivering the chai. I do believe everyone has a piping hot cup. I could almost believe there's a magic at work, how their tension fades with every sip. Let us pray that Palakastan has seen the last of those transformations, at least for now. They are still at risk, as every village in Thavnir, like as not. Still, I trust we can leave this place in the care of our friends from the Radiant and the High Crucible. Shall we return to Razat Han? By all means, do not let us keep you further. There are still many who have need of your wisdom and strength to deliver them from this terrible calamity. And I will do what I can as well. I will bring rations and supplies from Akyali. We have plenty to spare. Then let us find Estinian and be on our way. Where did he wander off to again? The wakeful Tirana, near the bridge to Rotterdam, as I recall. Very well then. Yeah, this is the second to last quest in this little section of Endwalker. I don't know if we'll be able to finish both of them, but we'll just keep going till it's time. Alphino told me everything. Full glad am I to hear the people are safe. Likewise, you will be pleased to know I found no evidence of lingering beasts in the jungle and ruins. So it seemed you finished off the last of them. Trying times yet lie ahead for the people of Thavnir. Fortunately, they have a wise and benevolent Sartrap to shepherd them through. Speaking of which, I received word from Thancred not a short while ago. He awaits our return to the city on Alzadal's path. Come. So many people in Rata, huh? Tappin'. Oh, kitty crimes. Stop it. It is good to see you are safe. Given the skies, 'tis all too easy to fear the worst. I'm pleased to report that we've succeeded in quelling the threat here in the city. The beasts have all been felled, and the citizens are safe for now. I've also heard from the Radiant that an important proclamation will be made in the city square, though they said no more than that. Might you have any idea what this is about? So Fritra is finally coming out from behind the curtain. I suppose we too should hear what he has to say. To Megaduta then. But before that, it would appear that word of the assembly has not yet reached all the citizens. If anyone along the way seems unaware, we'd best enlighten them. Oh, shit. I forgot I wasn't playing on my own. Said something about terrible beasts. Oh, that's a relief. I thought one of those beasts was going to eat me. I wonder where Vajan is. He's the slowest runner. I hope he got away. He could be with the other people from the palace. Maybe I'll see him in the square. Leave me be, please. I swear to you, my flesh tastes absolutely terrible. Oh gods, what are you doing, scaring me like that? If we're not quiet, those beasts will find us. The square, you say? But that's where the Sartrap was killed. With my very eyes I saw him crushed in that creature's maw. So many lives lost, such terrible carnage. And you say there's someone else who would lead Ratzadhan in his stead? Whoever they are, if they say anything to sully the memory of our beloved Sartrap, I'll make them regret it. Stop kitty crimes. I'm trying to finish stream. Stop it. Get out. Okay. Get out. You're in timeout. She keeps trying to dig in my trash can. I had to put a paperweight on it because she would just dig up shit I had thrown away. Blocked and reported. Okay, we're just gonna finish this cutscene and then we're gonna call stream. Is that okay? I think it won't take longer than 5 minutes.
Look! Someone's coming!
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Many thanks.
A dragon!
Wow!
People of Radzathan, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Favner, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant. Ahewan, loved this land, and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Radzat to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, hath she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity hath stolen too much from you already, yet so long as you live, the light of Radzat will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it. Over you. And lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together, so too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Izael's face.
Indeed.
Not this motherfucker again.
Excuse me, but I must speak with the satrap at once.
Father!
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzat, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
You're looking at him.
I am satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days.
I'm so sorry it's taken a little long.
'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago.
Yet you chose to wait.
Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape the star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness.
Keep it in your pants.
With the coming of the 7th umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radzat Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long has thy forum been allies to Thavner. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Fuck you.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palaka's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine. All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower?
Yeah. Oh. Not anymore.
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet, and we will meet again.
You bet your bippy. End of cutscene, end of cutscene, end of cutscene. Please, 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 please. You're nothing. Oh, thank God. Okay, sorry that went on a little longer. It's really like... Will this be 5 minutes or will this be 20 fucking minutes? Alright. Ah, nice. What food are you getting? Good stream. Ooh, nice. Well, I hope you enjoy your food. Soup for healing you. Yeah, like we discussed, Friday is gonna be the next stream. And oh man, one more quest after this, and then we're getting into the stuff that has me vibrating out of my chair. I'm so excited for next Friday. Yeah, see you on Friday. Have a good rest. And for now, goodbye, goodbye.